Hey everybody, happy Friday. Thanks as always for tuning in to another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. I'm your host P-Dubs. With me as always is nobody? Shocking news developing from the Friday Funhouse as P-Dub's Arcade Loft has terminated the contracts of Restalgia, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Detroit Love. A new event contest will be going live very soon to nominate and for guests and viewers to vote for the next co-hosts of the Super Game Room Dudes. Could it be you? Are you one of the lucky ones? Whether you have current YouTube experience or not, this could be your opportunity to become internet famous. In all seriousness, guys, I'm totally just kidding. Everybody relax. Well, Detroit Love's not going to be here tonight because Carl had previous plans with his wife this evening, so Detroit Love's not going to be here. He has a special event that they're going to. I'm very excited for him. But where are the Canadians? Where is Michael B., and where is Steven Restalgia? I think what they're doing, guys, I think they're getting me back. That's right. I think they're getting me back from me being late to the show or missing the show a week or so ago. I think we have some sort of, what do you call it, mutiny on our hands. No, I'm just kidding. Where are the boys? Somebody wake these guys up and ping them. I bet Michael B's asleep. He just got done beating Donkey Kong Bonanza. He stayed up all night playing that game and all that kinds of stuff. Yeah, the single game room dudes. There you go. But, oh, hang on. Nice of you to show up, Michael B. Good to see.
I am so sorry, Dubs. I actually was having technical problems with my PC. I got two connections going in. The HDMI connection is just all messed up, so I had to disconnect the HDMI. Didn't have my phone on me, so I couldn't write in and apologize for being late, but here I am.
Yeah, and your camera looks like shit, so.
Does it really?
Yeah, you're blurry as everything.
Hold on 1 second. I know what to do.
All right. Okay, so Michael B's here. Restalgia will be here in just a minute. I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. I could have just delayed the show 5 minutes for the guys to show up, but we could just chill out and talk for a couple minutes. B. Kirby's here. Good to see you, man. Let's get the shout-outs out of the way because that always eats up a couple of seconds, right? We got Oracle Miata's here. Stevie Sale, a.k.a. Squeaks or Squeakers, who actually won a giveaway this week on another live stream that we happen to be on, so congratulations there. MG, by the way, Mike, the best part about us crashing live streams all week this week, the best part about that was the fact that James Hates Everything advertised a whole bunch of giveaways for his stream last night.
Then didn't do it.
He didn't do a single one because we distracted him. The whole stream went off the rails and everything.
MG's
okay,
MG's only good for the giveaways anyways.
You look like you just took a very nervous dump. Like you look a little nervous, Restalgia. You okay?
Who, me? Yeah, no, I'm great.
All right. MG says at least the talent is here. Thanks so much. Patrick Murphy's here. Johnny Fritz. Wagner's Tech Talk is here. Good to see Wagner. Haven't seen him in a while. Mr. Paradise is here. Nooner, John J. Paul, Multicade, Mindeman in the house to be me. Sir Sega's here as well. Rich Odello, who actually went to the Long Island Gaming Expo today. We've been talking about that this week, and he actually tested both of those light guns and said that they were pretty good. So thanks so much for sending me footage, Richard Odello. You jerk. You should have thought of us. So he got to test out those new light guns we've been talking about this week, and he said both of them worked really, really well. Who's here as well? 19K Fox is here. J-Rod is confirming Restalgia did not wipe front to back. That is absolutely true. And Stock Jock is here. Good to see you, Stock Jock. And Jason Little Alien moderating. Got a lot of moderators here tonight. There's MG, who is not... Mike, he's not responding to my DMs on Meta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I sent him a text worried about him because I heard some
Crickets.
things, and I just wanted to check in on him to make sure he was okay.
Like, we legit love you, man, and you're ghosting us, and that's not fair. I'm going to get so upset. I'm going to defriend you and send you all kinds of hateful messages on Meta very, very soon if you don't respond to me. Dennis B is here as well. Just keep him away from Mario Kart World, and him and I will get along just fine. But moderators, keep a close eye on Dennis in the chat tonight. He is still walking on thin ice when it comes to P-dubs. Restalgia, how's your week been, man? I really haven't talked to you all week, and I know you've been busy working on something because you could just tell you look exhausted. Like
it's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. Work has been all over the place. So
can you do me a personal favor? Could you just turn your head sideways?
Like that?
Yeah, look at that line going from the hair to the beard. Like, you do not have any sideburns. You are not a sideburn man. Like,
no.
You got your beard all trimmed down, but your hair coming out over it.
Yeah, I got to get my haircut. I was actually looking at getting a haircut today, but I didn't. I'm a few weeks overdue for a haircut.
If you're gonna do the whole beard thing, like, you got to make sure it transitions well into the hair. I mean,
I know, Mike.
But you look like a state.
I got these genes where the hair on my face just grows ridiculous, so I try to keep this pretty neat. And then the haircuts, that just requires time to actually get out of the house. I do the beard myself, but the hair is something else.
I don't know if you know this, P-dubs, but Steven Restalgia wears blue jeans. He has blue jeans.
Steven Restalgia has good genes, just like Sydney Sweeney. Isn't that right, Restalgia?
I got my jeans from her, actually.
My jeans are blue.
Yeah, send me a few pics, Dello, if you got them. And after you send them, let us know where you sent them to me on, like Facebook or Discord or whatnot. I'd love to see some pics of that stuff. Tonight, we got a number of topics we want to talk about, including iconic arcade AtGames. By the way, tonight, we're going to flip the script. This is the part where you say how. How are we going to do that, P-dubs? Oh, I'll tell you.
P-dubs, tell me how are we going to do
that? Oh,
that?
Thanks so much. Tonight, I actually have something very positive to say about AtGames.
What'd they give you? How'd they buy you off?
And it's not a ruse. I'm not going to do the old switcheroo. This isn't a setup for a joke, but I actually have something very positive to say about AtGames when we get there to the AtGames segment. What else? We also want to talk about Wonderland Pinball has completely lost their minds. What the hell? And we had a couple other topics which we didn't put in the title of the thumbnail, and I'm sure we'll get to them. Hang on one second here. Oh, wait.
It was very limited. Just one other topic, I think it was. We're going to talk a little bit about Walkabout Mini Golf. Steve Sales home away from home.
Oh, man. Ever since we started playing with him, he is the first one to show up and the last one to leave.
Yeah, always so nice, too.
Yeah, super nice guy. We love playing Walkabout Golf VR with Squeaks. Al's here. Good to see Al. Bo Knows Tecmo is here as well. Look at Paul. I love Paul. I have something very positive to say. I'm positive I'll never buy another AtGames product. So we got all that stuff to talk about here as well. Mike, what do you think of Donkey Kong Bonanza? I saw you just beat it today in less than 10 hours. So
less than 10 hours. When was it? Monday. We said we were at the same spot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't spend all my time.
You haven't played it all week. Mike, I went on my Switch and I looked at your playtime for Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's still at 10 hours, which means you didn't beat the fucking game.
Shit.
You did another one of your things where you Google the ending on YouTube and you take a picture with your phone of the ending and you post it and tell people you beat the game when you didn't really beat the game. You didn't beat the game in 10 hours, Mike. It's not possible.
Here's the difference between me and you, friend. I play games. You spend your time on Discord looking for drama. It's true. Anybody will attest to this. Like, P-dubs checks in on people's Discords and he's like, just seeing if there's any drama, fellas.
Well, yeah, because unfortunately that's what happened to those Discords for a time. But a lot of those people got the boot, and what do you know? It's more peaceful, isn't it? Like, it's more relaxing, you know?
Yeah, it's nice when not getting...
It's like It's like when you kick people out of Facebook groups, all of a sudden, like everything just gets better. You know what I mean? Like we kicked Restalgia out of the Super Gamer Dude's Facebook group, and he hasn't even noticed. And our lives are better, right, Restalgia?
It's true. It's true. My life is way better.
That's not Mystery Encoder. I'm sorry. That is not a drama. That is.
I knew I liked you, Mystery Encoder.
No.
We were best friends.
Read the next comment. He's just pissy because I corrected him because he was going on with randomness in a channel for sharing YouTube videos. And I said, I think this is supposed to be for sharing YouTube videos. And he was like, go for it. He was very upset.
Thanks so much, Dennis B. Dennis, what's funny too is this isn't a joke. There are literally people who are tracking our playing hours, and that's why I'm giving Mike shit, because that's what literally people are doing behind the scenes, and it's really weird. It's really weird behavior.
How does somebody track somebody else's playtime?
Well, because a lot, they like go in and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm friend with P-Dubs on PlayStation. He's only got 2 trophies in this game, or whatever." Or, "Hey, I saw P-Dubs was on VR. He only played 1 hour of VR. I play VR. I play Zen. I play virtual pinball VR 2 hours a night before I go to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Like these other people. Like it's crazy the conversations that people have. Mike, I think. Like they are making us more famous than we actually are. You know what I mean? Like they're putting us on a pedestal.
Just so I
to
can
be
get this
that
straight.
worried. To be that worried about what we're doing.
They're now judging you on how good of a gamer you are based on total hours played.
Hours played, trophies, achievements, all that
Scores,
stuff.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Scores.
I bet you, whoever these people are, I don't actually know any of them, but I bet you I play less video games than them, and I could still dummy them in any game of their choice.
So
I can assure you, length of time that you play a game is not what qualifies you as a good gamer.
One of my
Stupid
favorite
thing.
negative comments that was said about me is, "You can't hide on the AtGames leaderboards," and I was like, "I'm not hiding. I'm just not that good. I don't pretend to be that good. I just have fun when I play. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Brooklyn Menace is here as well. That's some borderline stalking behavior. Yeah, there's a lot
Right?
of creeps out there. I mean, it's really bad. Oh, we got some pictures here from the Long Island Gaming Expo. Mike, before we jump into our topics, why don't you and Scarlett take over for a second here while I grab these photos? Go ahead, buddy.
Oh my gosh, Mark,
Restalgia.
is that
I know
a
you're
little
gonna. I know you're gonna love this. This Scarlett got this today. She's very excited. She's got a Stitch Labubu.
Oh
She's
man,
very excited.
that's incredible.
She's not very talkative. Just show it off.
That's okay.
Show
I
everybody-
don't know that. Can she hear us or no? Can you only hear us in your earphones?
You have speaking to the mic, buddy.
I got a normal Labubu too.
Yeah, she's got a normal Labubu too. She's Scarly 2 Labubus, and I'm
That's
Mikey
pretty
2
sweet.
Pins. All right, buddy. I gotta get back to my show. Love you.
And I found it in hidden corner.
Whoa.
Whoa. I love Scarlett. Such a good kid. All right. So we have right here we have a photo of share
Before we
screen.
do this, Mr. Encoder, if you do not know what a Labubu is, you're the problem. Just for the record, 100%. You should
Yes.
you should maybe
Now-
educate yourself.
Now who's causing drama, Mystery
No
Encoder?
kidding.
Yeah.
Can't believe he doesn't know what a Labubu
Mystery
is. And he
Encoder-
calls himself a gamer. Pathetic.
He's been causing drama like all week, like
He's
in
a
every
shit
live
disturber.
chat. Yeah, he
Shit
is.
disturber.
You know what? And actually, Mr. Encoder, although you stuck up for me, I actually got a bone to pick with you. He was on Discord, like complaining, like, "Oh my God, I need someone to make a video about our new Arcade 1-Up Pinball standalone SBC mod. Oh man, I'm gonna have to buy a pinball machine and send it to B Kong because B Kong doesn't have his anymore." And I'm like, dude, I live 20 minutes away. I'll come over and film the effing thing. Like, what is? Thanks so much for thinking of me, Mystery Encoder. You're out of here.
And the other thing I don't understand, like Mystery Encoders watch B Kong, right? Like there's better people to go to.
Yeah, there's better people to go to than B Kong. You're so funny. All right, here we go. Here's Ritual Dello at the Long Island Gaming Expo. Let's get those live chat off the screen.
Who the fuck is Ritual Dello? Do you mean Rotundo?
It's Ritual Dello. Yes, that's his name. Don't try and confuse
Rotundo.
me. I get people's names wrong all the time. Take a look at this. Not the most impressive booth at the Long Island Gaming Expo, right? But here he is playing those new game. This is that game Time Crisis light gun, that officially licensed console with like six guns. You never released the iArcade film video. Yeah, because your house was filthy, dude. I couldn't put that on screen. I was trying to save you the embarrassment.
It smelled like cat piss.
I mean, clean and vacuum, and I'll come over and film your Arcade 1-Up video. Seriously. I don't want people to make fun of you. Unlike Mike, who doesn't care in his videos, there's kids' toys all over the damn place, right, Mike?
That's not in videos. That's in pictures. Get over it, man. I'm sorry. I have kids.
But take a look here. Dello, what you again, put your thoughts in there about the light guns. But here's a quick look. There's that little console. And here is the actual light gun, and
that's a wicked shot. Well,
I don't know what's happening here. That lady looks so uninterested.
She's not impressed with what is happening in the photo right now.
Yeah, but it's nice to see that apparently Brooklyn Menace was there as well, guys, and looks like is it me or does it look like Brooklyn Menace got adopted in this photo? Like, I'm serious. Like, Brooklyn Menace has a whole new family right here. And he's right by the Timebreaker light guns as well for Intech Gaming. So yeah, they're by the Timebreaker light guns, and if they weren't in the way, we could have seen that booth. And the other photo was of the Gabe light guns right there. But look at Brooklyn Menace. Can you believe this guy is older than us and he looks 15 years younger than us, Mike?
It's something about being healthy and not eating all kinds of garbage, I think.
It's about not going to the food truck 5 times a week. It's about that. Oh, man, so that's pretty funny. So congratulations.
Can you go back to that picture for a second?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Just go down by Brooklyn's hand. Does he have a bunch of knives, or is that a book bag? Like, what is going on down there?
A bunch of knives? What are you talking about?
It almost looked like Freddy Krueger knives.
Yes, I was like, is he holding those people hostage?
No, that's just the silver stripes right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look concerned at all, does he? I've been kidnapped. Good old Brooklyn. Oh man, we love Brooklyn. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Just a couple of pictures there. Guys, if you have any video or photos of the Long Island Gaming Expo, feel free to send it over to us and we'll share it.
So this is the new game gun that's up on Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, the game gun. Plus, he was in front of the Timebreaker light guns as well, which is
the
different.
Timebreaker. Which one's Timebreaker? Is that the one that's Intech Gaming?
That's the Intech Gaming light gun that they've only advertised so far to be compatible with PlayStation 2 and PSX. Speaking of which, Richard Dello of Brooklyn, did they share any information while you guys were there that those light guns would be compatible with anything else, or is it literally just going to be the PlayStation 2? They had a gift bag waiting for me. Let me know what they said. Let me know what they told you. Anything, guys? Like, I'm hoping the light gun's compatible with PC instead of just PlayStation 2. It's kind of interesting.
No, just PlayStation 2. It's very specific.
That's all they've advertised. Like, all their advertisements have been very specific that, hey, it only works on the PlayStation 2. Maybe confirmed.
Yeah, so maybe it's a modern day replacement for the old. What were they called?
The PS2 light gun.
Yeah, because I had Time Crisis 2 and 3 and GunCon.
The GunCon, yeah,
the GunCon. So it's just a modern day replacement of the GunCon. That's all it is then. Okay, less hype. No more videos on that one. Who is still playing PlayStation 2? Man, I still got a bunch of PS2 games on the shelf up here. What are you talking about, Paul? Some people love their PS2. It was only the biggest selling console of all time.
Why is that question even in the chat with a bunch of retro gamers? That's like saying, like, who still plays arcade games? Who still plays NES? Who still plays Super Nintendo? That's weird.
Who still plays Pac-Man?
PS2 is like, one of the best-selling consoles of all time. It's massive library. Some of the most game-changing video games were released on the PlayStation 2. That was like
I don't know about game-changing. Like, come on, that's
it was
a bit much.
Mike, what I'm talking about is like the generation change from PS1 to PS2 was pretty big.
Graphically, but like not really.
100%. What can you think of another console where the step up was that significant?
Yeah, you're young. You don't understand.
Okay, hold
going
on.
From
Anything you're thinking like
going
Atari...
from Super Nintendo to N64, Super Nintendo to PlayStation, Sega Genesis to Sega Saturn. That's the kind of leap you're talking about. PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, it just got better. That's all.
No. PS2 was pretty groundbreaking.
This is an age thing.
It very well may be, but I mean,
Yeah.
I was alive during the N64 launch, PS1 launch. I don't know. I think PS2 was more groundbreaking than those. That's just my take. I could be wrong. I'm wrong often.
James, PS2 graphics still hold up. PS1 graphics do not. Yeah. Speaking of that, I think it was on my PlayStation. What is that called? Our PlayStation membership, PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus.
It wasn't this month. It was about 3 or 4 months ago. They had the Twisted Metal games that you could download and play on your PS5. Under the PlayStation Classics category, download, play them for free. And I can't tell you how many hours we racked up playing Twisted Metal. Just great games. But I haven't played them in like, 15, 20 years, maybe 25 years. Turn around, pop them in. Holy cow. It was not as awesome as it was when I was like probably a teenager. Yeah, probably a teenager. It wasn't as awesome as when I was a teenager. So it was like, wow, these graphics are shit. And what was weird too is back then, I think Twisted Metal, you actually like would push forward with your up, down, left, right to make the vehicle go. Like every driving game after that, it's always like the trigger buttons, or maybe like the what you call the A button, like the circle button would be the gas pedal. But it was like you just push forward, right? And the controls were like wonky. I was like, holy cow, you used to be an expert at this game, and now I can't even figure out how to play it because it's been so long. Oh man, it was crazy. But yeah, but the graphics did not look pretty, and Twisted Metal was a PlayStation 1 game. That was not a pretty game.
A lot of those games were designed specifically to work on a CRT TV, and the effects don't carry over to flat screen and updating, right?
Yeah, it did not look as pretty as it did when I was a kid, and I was like all, you're all sitting there playing, super excited. Let's see here. Speaking of Twisted Metals, that series is corny on Peacock. I never watched it. The only thing I heard about it was that the TNA wrestler Samoa Joe is in it as the clown, and that he did a good job, but everything else about it was terrible. So I don't even recall hearing any positive reviews, so I never watched it.
Anthony Mackie was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah. You would have remembered him from Altered Carbon.
Never even heard of that. What is that?
Altered Carbon was actually a show on Netflix, and it was pretty good.
My friend watched it and said you saw his wiener in it or something.
Oh, nice! I gotta watch that.
But was
still on Netflix?
Wait, Anthony Mackie was in season 2 of Altered Carbon, though, right?
He was in season 1.
He was in season 1.
Altered
I don't remember
Carbon,
him in season 1.
Altered Carbon.
Yeah, Altered Carbon was
Galley.
a real. It was a weird TV show where the secret to immortality is you could download your consciousness onto these like discs. Like all human beings had a little, like kind of like a disk drive. Think of the Matrix in the back of their head, and if something happened to your body and you were quote unquote dead, they popped a disc out, put it in another shell, and you're back to life because your whole consciousness is there, right?
Interesting.
So it only lasted 2 seasons, that show, I think. But I watched them. I thought it was good.
So we're introducing a new segment immediately after I saw this comment called Shit Take of the Week. Gallagher Guy 88 with the Shit Take of the Week is Final Fantasy VII a PS game because the original does not hold up. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Final Fantasy VII is one of the greatest games of all time, and you're like, does not hold up. Not good.
It would have been better if it was a PS2 game, Mike. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. All right, Mike. Let's dive into some of our topics this week. You want to talk real quick? Because I don't think this. I thought this was like kind of a nothing burger when this came out, but a lot of people were talking about it. Iconic arcade Street Fighter art. I don't have the picture. Do you have the picture?
No, this is a nothing burger. Why are we covering that? I told you specifically not to cover it.
Because you put it on the thumbnail and the title.
No,
of the
I
show.
didn't do any of those things. I was like, guys, let's not cover this.
This is
Dubs,
a nothing
like,
burger.
we gotta cover it. Like,
No,
this is such
lies.
big news.
This is lies, Mike.
Hold on,
all
let's see if I
lies.
can find the picture and I'll get it up for you.
All right,
I haven't got it up in a while.
Tell, Mike is full of shit.
No. This is all Dubs. Dubs was like, "Ooh, baby, we
I will
gotta
say this.
show the people."
Like when this came out, and people were like, "Hey, we got communication from Iconic Arcade, and we got a big update."
I wouldn't say a big update. We got an update.
Hey, that's
Jeez.
what the thumbnail said in YouTube. They all said big update. Holy crap! I can't even see that.
Yeah, it's this new screen. Hold on here now.
Oh my god.
This is terrible.
Oh, you guys are the worst. Hold on, I'm taking it down.
Can you share just the window and then resize the window?
I'm working on it. If you guys would shut up, I would put it up right.
Mike, I'm not sure if you noticed, but when you put it up, it was like a weird aspect ratio, so it looked really small.
No fucking shit.
Yeah. So like maybe
So-
try something different this time.
So Iconic. While Mike's working on that, just a quick backstory is Iconic Arcade sent out an email saying, "Hey guys, just so you know, we're still on track to release our Street Fighter machines in fourth quarter. But also, while we got you, take a vote on the side art you'd like. And keep in mind, this email, I think, went to people who backed the actual things.
Yeah.
People like myself who didn't. Like, we never got this email, right? And so take a look at the side art. Here, I'll take that off the screen right here. I guess some people voted number 1 and number 3 are leading the categories.
Oh, well.
Damn right they are. Those are the top two that I said.
I actually really like number 3. I'm totally fine with that. But I just want to remind
Yeah.
Devastator Omega, because he's been trying to throw this in my face. Number 1 and number 3 are the leading vote getters. But one's in front, and it's not the one you want, Devastator.
Yeah.
Number 3 is ahead of number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Number 3 is the better art out of the two.
Yeah.
I agree.
And so it sounds like they're finally doing what they said they would for the people who backed that machine. That, hey, we'll let you vote on the side art when it gets closer to putting these things together. So it's nice that they did that. But minus that, no other updates. We don't know what the user interface looks like. We haven't seen the actual machine itself, because keep in mind, the machines that we saw at CES in Vegas earlier this year, those are prototype machines that had like Raspberry Pi 4s in them or something. Like, not the stuff that's going to be actually included with the machines. It's stuff they just made for the convention. So it's like, where's the actual update? You know what I mean, Mike? Like, where is the actual... Hey, guys, we're still on track for fourth quarter. It's not an update.
That's an update.
It's like announcing an announcement.
That's
not
that's
exciting.
an update. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I will say this. Obviously, there's been a lot of stuff going on with Iconic Arcade. They've been silent for a while, but the fact that they did put out the survey after saying this is something they will do is in fact, a show that they are moving forward. So all the people saying stuff like, "Oh, they got your money on a beach," blah 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 blah. I think they can rest now. They know this is moving forward. They are doing what they said they were going to do. Yes, it's been delayed, yada yada yada, all that stuff. Now, anybody saying it's a big update, obviously they're idiots, and that's why we don't play walkabout mini golf with them anymore. But.
Mike, some YouTube channels made 2 videos and a live stream within 2 hours about this. Come on.
And now they don't get to play golf.
You just made the list.
You just made the list.
Just for the record, I don't know that the announcement is the fact that they're asking people for feedback. I think the announcement was that they're still on track for Q4.
Yeah.
That's the announcement.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's
you
the
know
announcement.
what
There's
would
been an announcement.
okay, no, but great. Hey, we're still on track for Q4. And by the way, here's like an actual picture of the machine, not these renders. You know what I mean? Like,
God damn it, P-Dubs,
like
is
something
anything ever good enough
like
for you?
no, it's
God
not. Is it my fault
Entitled
that
Mike,
know?
he's such an entitled brat.
Oh, he's a diva.
Oh,
Total
such
diva.
a diva. What is going
This
on?
is why
P-Dubs?
this is why a lot of companies stop working with him.
That's exactly it.
That's
Yep.
not true.
It was never enough.
100%.
It was never
That's
enough.
not true.
They give you a
100%.
crumb and you ask for the whole damn cracker.
You're just too aggressive, like getting on with shit. People don't got time for you.
All right. I'll just, whenever they tell me like, hey, we went to the bathroom on our lunch break and, we had the Hershey squirts and, and
That seems
were
like
you-
more of an update you'd give us about your life than a company.
That is true. That is true. Which, by the way, we need to talk about that. So earlier today, no, I'm just kidding.
There is one actual art style package that they didn't do that they probably should have.
What?
Put it back up. So
What?
number 3 and number 4, I think if they kept, like, look at the side art below the image of Ryu.
Yep.
On number 4, it's black, and on number 3, it's got that like whatever that sandstone sort of look to it.
Mhm.
If they had used the black underneath the photo, but they kept the design above it with the Street Fighter 2 and the gray background, I think that would actually look the best out of all of them. So if you combine 3 and 4 together. You see what I'm saying? Kind of. Can you picture it or no?
No, and this is why a lot of companies don't want to work with you anymore either. Because of terrible.
Take this down. I want to
Because of
show
the
you.
terrible takes like that.
I do want to show you guys something. So I was in Amazon.com or Amazon.ca earlier because I go there every day to see if they've restocked their
what?
restock their Evercade carts. But so take a look at that art. And then take a look at this. I don't know if this is coming out or came out. I can't remember exactly. But let me stop sharing that and then share this. So share screen, window. Does anybody remember this countercade from Arcade 1-Up? Take a look at the artwork compared to the final artwork we got on this iconic arcade.
Yeah, it's very similar, right? With the options that they're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Are you trying to like make a
connection.
point? Like, what's the connection?
The connection is the art's the fucking same. It's the exact same.
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
No, 19K Fox
This is
just
not
a
an
big-
update. They're just letting us know they still don't know what they're doing. Like, that is my thought process. Like, wow, thanks.
He's a
for
big
being
So,
on
whiner.
let-
He's a big
let's-
whiner, and he's like,
Hey.
P-Dubs, nothing's ever good enough for
Yeah,
19K Fox.
I think it's well known within the home arcade community that 19K Fox is a bit of a rage baiter when it comes to iconic arcade. He's been
100%.
leading the pack with trying to get people angry about this brand for some reason.
Yep, it's very obvious.
But I thought him and John
But
D
don't
were
worry,
buddies.
guys. You and 19K Fox and James are doing a big stream Monday called MAGA Monday, MAGA Monday. So they're going to talk about all things Iconic Arcade, why they're done with that games.
Too funny. By the way, yesterday, the Bitmap Bureau put out a new trailer for that Terminator 2D game that everyone's all excited about. So this is more of a full trailer. It's 3 minutes long. It's got music from the movie, so I can't play the audio. We'll end up getting a copyright claim, but just taking a peek here. This looks like one of the most fun things that we're going to play this year.
I'm super
Like,
excited. Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is a day one play. And I can't wait to check this out. So
Is this based on something, or is it a completely original game?
this is based on the first Pokemon set of cards. The very first. This is Pokemon Red.
From like the Kanto region? I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Restalgia? Like, this is a serious question. Why are you the way that you are?
I don't know, man. I was born this way.
Oh my god!
I've never really been a big fan of Star Trek. So like when I see you guys talking about it, it just kind of
This isn't Star Trek. This is Terminator 2. He's such an asshole.
What I really like about it, and I mention it every time I've covered this, is it reminds me so much of the great Terminator Sega Game Gear game and Sega CD game that they did. So I'm really looking forward to the style. This takes me back to the day. It feels like we're finally getting the Terminator 2 game we deserve. So I'm really happy with it. Speaking of 19K Fox and his rage bait, he also did a video saying, "This is delayed. Everything is horrible."
He sounds just like that, actually. Well done.
And I'll see you next time.
19K Mike. Holy cow. I like 19K Mike. You should do that more often.
I'm super excited for this.
It looks so. Delayed. I mean, it's got it's Terminator 2D, right? Is what they're calling it, and it's got the classic pixel type graphics from that era. But look how smooth everything looks, like the character animations and everything. Like, dude, it looks fun. I can't wait to play this, and I think it's at 15 levels, so it should be a nice sized game. It should be fun. Restalgia, you're going to pick this up too, right, buddy?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big Star Trek fan or Star Wars or whatever this is. Darth Vader, whoever you're playing as Darth Vader on the bike looks okay, but it's not really my jam.
Look, he's naked. Schwarzenegger was naked there. Oh, that's too funny. Oh man, this is great. So, make sure you guys check out the full trailer with the audio because they
will this be available on the PS2?
On the PS2.
Tax my 5090. I'm jealous of you, MG.
That's pretty funny. I'm super excited about this game. Now, it's not a game of the year game, but it's going to be a fun game to play. Kind of like when Shredder's Revenge came out and we were all super excited, like, this looks awesome, and then it came out and it was everything we wanted it to be, right? Like Shredder's Revenge
but
was great.
It was an excellent game.
Excellent game, but it's not going to be up there around the Expedition 33s and stuff like that.
That's still my game of the year pick. Like, I like Donkey Kong Bonanza a lot, but Expedition 33 is still my pick for game of the year. Nothing's topped it yet. What about you guys in the chat? Game of the year? Throw it in the chat. What do you think is the game of the year? And somebody please write Pac-Man. That would be funny. Does it work with the Intech light gun? Oh, James, he's so funny. What is coming out? What is this coming out on besides Steam and PC? Well, I'm probably going to pick it up on PC. I'm probably picking it up for
Dreamcast, PS2, and Nintendo GameCube as well.
But
the GameCube port will be a little bit less.
Yeah.
You're trying to be funny there, but they did do a video on this. This is actually done in the system that allows it to be ported down. So like this could eventually get like Genesis Unity, release and stuff like that. Yeah. This is
you can port it to whatever the hell you want. I don't know if you're going to get this on Genesis. Maybe not. Maybe, but maybe not. There's probably some other hardware limitations there.
Speaking of game of the year,
the new Ghost game.
Yeah,
but is that going to make the deadline? That doesn't come out until October.
Is that going to be out before 12/31? Juan?
I think
there was a different deadline.
No, there was a huge update, massive update. They sent out a survey to the community asking for the art on the character. So Ghost of Yote confirmed.
Yeah.
Confirmed releasing this year?
I remember.
Yep, confirmed.
You guys remember.
Because they asked which style. You got 6 options to choose from.
They wanted her side artwork.
Yep. That makes sense.
You guys are so weird. I remember when I got my PlayStation 5. I got my PlayStation 5. How long after it came out did I get it, Mike?
You had. I
don't remember.
Bro. I'm pretty sure you had.
No,
I
didn't have it right away. I didn't have it at launch.
What did you order? You received it on launch, but
he got his Xbox at launch. I know that.
Yeah, I got Xbox at launch. Switch to launch. So, either way, when the PlayStation 5 had already been out, and I remember I finally picked one up, and I messaged you guys as well as I think I put a post up in a Facebook group. In our Facebook group saying, all right, guys, I got a PlayStation 5. Tell me what's the first game I should play. And so many people wrote that Ghosts of Tsushima game. And so I picked it up and fell in love with it. I remember raving about that game years ago. It's probably one of the best video games I've ever played. So I'm excited about the sequel coming out later this year. But Expedition 33 is so good. We'll see how it goes. I think with Ghost, I mean, Ghost isn't a turn-based combat game, so I think because it's, I think people will end up liking it more. I don't think turn-based combat's for everybody, which is what Expedition. Look at Mike. Mike quit the game and won't go back and play it because he couldn't figure out how to block and parry.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, what's it called? Paper Mario's turn-based. Mario RPG. Those are like wildly popular games.
Yeah.
People like turn-based games.
I love them.
Just tell Square
turn-based. I love turn-based.
Tell Square that. Square is the problem. I really like Expedition 33, but it is a struggle to figure out the timing on the parry and blocking. Like James hates everything meat. We had the same conversation. Like it was irritating, and we went away from it. It's got great music. It's got a really cool premise. I love that it's a turn-based RPG, but yeah, this is why I hate the game. Blocking and parrying was not delivered in Canada.
If it doesn't go to Canada, Mike will shit all over it. Isn't that right, Michael B? What else we got?
I just got so much to play too. Like there's so many games. Like, oh my god.
Yep. Might as well talk real quick about this silly announcement that also came out from Wonderland Amusements, and then we'll dive into AtGames because AtGames will take a little while. This won't take that long. So Wonderland Pinball, it's interesting how a lot of these companies are buddies with each other, and they promote each other, right? So like Wonderland Pinball sent out an email promoting the new game Light Gun Kickstarter. Like, hey, we got our buddies over at Game have a Kickstarter. Go check out the Game Time Crisis Light Guns, right? Oh, and by the way, we're going to be at Chicago Pinball Expo, and we're going to be back this year, and Alice won't be alone. We'll be unveiling a few new surprises we haven't shown. And then we have this silhouette teaser, right? Guys, what do you think this is? Let us know in the chat. There's actually been some debates about this. Some people are saying it could be a head-to-head pinball machine, something like if you guys ever been to Galloping Ghost and played the Joust head-to-head pinball. And I think there's also a football head-to-head pinball game, if I recall. I can't remember the name of it. Not too many head-to-head pinball games, though, were made. But it could be that, or it could be a hockey game. I've heard people say foosball. Mike, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Mike? Especially with that scoreboard there.
I think it's air hockey, bubble hockey.
Bubble
yeah,
hockey.
And no bubble, because the bubble is actually a huge proponent of the cost for bubble hockey. So I think they just took that off. That's the scoreboard up above.
So bubble hockey without the bubble.
Yeah.
So it's just a hockey game. You think it's just a hockey game?
Yeah, I don't know. This is so perplexing. I told you my feelings on this on James' show last night. You know what Wonderland Pinball should be doing? Or Wonderland Amusements? Making more fucking pinball machines.
Exactly.
Focus on that. You've come out. You've released one pinball machine. You're not showing anybody any confidence by immediately jumping to something else. Focus on what you took to the dance floor. Show people that you're committed and going to make good products on this. And I don't know what this is. I wish them all the success. But if this is like a hockey table, there's already a lot of competition out there for open top, like hockey of this nature. So, and foosball, like if you go to Walmart or you go to Costco, any of these places, there's like 100 different options for you to buy really affordable, really good quality hockey and foosball tables that you can take home. So I think they're getting into a saturated market. They're taking money that should be put forward in developing their next pinball machine and forwarding that line that they've got people excited about now. So I don't know. It just irritates me. It feels like we're too early in the whole line to explore outside projects.
Well, it makes me think that they come in saying, hey, we want to create real mechanical pinball for everyone. Pinball for everyone. You guys remember that was the advertisement, and even B-Kong and Console Kits took that name and made podcast show out of it because pinball should be for everyone. And unfortunately, not everyone can afford
Everybody
to play.
except for Restalgia, because when
Yeah.
Restalgia got a Stern partnership, like we had to like shame
Yeah.
him off the air.
Yeah,
That's the
we had
only
to
thing to
shame him
do.
off the internet. How dare he? How dare
Yeah.
he? Anyway, the point is they come in and they're like, we're Wonderland Amusements. Our focus is on making real mechanical pinball that everyone can afford for under $1,000. And now all of a sudden we're going back to this, kind of like that shuffle shot golf thing that they tried to do before the pinball. And it honestly makes me think that you're not serious about pinball. Like if you were going to be the sub 1,000 pinball maker, your focus should be pinball, pinball, pinball. Okay, now let's think of New Wave Toys, right? New Wave Toys did arcade, 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 arcade. Oh, wait, now we're going to throw this weird thing out here. Arcade, 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 right? Like, you should be doing pinball. What are you doing?
But
No one
here's
gives
the
a shit
wild
about hockey.
Here's
You know
here's
what I
the
mean?
wild thing about New Wave Toys. New Wave Toys did arcade, 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 and then they started doing other things, and now people are pissed, even though they've given us like 4 or 5 years straight of arcades. Then
Yep.
they start doing like this artwork, coming out with their own like
Yep.
Ken doll and all this stuff, and people are pissed about that. They're like, just make more arcades. How are the supporters of Wonderland Amusements that
Well-
invested in the Kickstarter going to feel if this is like right off
Well,
the bat?
I'll tell you what it makes me feel, guys, and you let me know if you agree with me or not. When I see this, the feeling I get is that you're not serious about pinball and that maybe the Alice in Wonderland pinball is going to be a one and done project. That it's not going to be pinball after pinball after pinball after pinball. Maybe it's because, let's be honest, how many did they sell during the Kickstarter, guys? Didn't they only sell like 700 of these? Something of that nature? Like, do you guys remember how many?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Like, wasn't it like 700 or was it 600? Like, maybe they're like, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we're going to release this pinball and just move on to something else because, it's not like they sold 10,000 of these things, right? So it's interesting. Like, it makes me feel like that's going to be the only pinball they make. And now they're going to go back to making like all these other like weird things like shuffle shot golf. Here comes a hockey game. You know what I mean?
So
kind of
it had 620 backers. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how many machines that is. So
What if their next one was a home arcade? Same thoughts? Nah, I think they should do pinball. There's plenty of arcades coming out. You got plenty of that coming out. Yeah, if it's not out now, but there's plenty of that on the way. You know what I mean? So,
I think you guys are being a little hard on them.
well, according to Mike, this is why nobody talks to me anymore. So,
well, I'm sorry. I probably am being a little bit hard on them, but it's just we don't know what it is. Well, like we can't make too many guesses until they go to Pinball Expo and show this thing off. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe this is the coolest shit in the world. We'll wait and see. But for me to see something that clearly is not a pinball machine makes me concerned, because most of the fans who bought this stuff are saying, I want my pinball machine, and I supported the first one, even though it's probably not a theme I love, because I want you to be successful and make more.
Yeah. I get you, Mike. I get you. Okay. Well, that's enough of that mess. We'll just have to. We'll see what we'll see, won't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think
It's no
for the
orange
record-
blank.
For the record, this is definitely not a foosball table. So anyone who is thinking it's a foosball table, it's not. There's no way. The shape is way off of a foosball table. It wouldn't make sense. It would appear to be some sort of tabletop hockey. That's what it appears to me. I'm going to assume they're going this route because maybe they can make like a generic hockey game without IP, and it's cheaper for them to do that. But what P-Dubs was saying is right. Like, what they should have done if this was like the perfect world, they released Alice, they take their profits or whatever cash flow they can get from that, put it into a much better IP, and re-release a version of Alice just with new IP with slightly changed what the fuck's it called? Mike, help me out here. The actual table layout, and just go for round number 2. but get something that has like a little bit more of a more desired IP, and then they just do that a few more times. And then if they want to, fuss around with some of the other arcade and bar style games, they can do that. But I definitely think they should have gone with at least one more pinball machine before they went.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out officially, when it comes to Pinball Expo. But I mean, if this isn't a pinball machine, again, like you're the weirdest company in the world. We're gonna bring an empty box to the Pinball Expo so people can, kind of guess what it's gonna be like. Now this year we got a pinball machine, but fuck that, we're gonna bring something else that doesn't make any sense to a Pinball Expo. And like these are smart guys, much smarter than I am. Like Peter, all the guys involved are awesome. So maybe this will be cool as shit. We'll see.
Yeah.
It seems so strange to me.
It does. Well, pivoting over, Mike, because I don't want it to be an extra. Neo Severa, come on now, man. Neo, I love you, man. I love your YouTube channel, but I think we're allowed to criticize the company, and we're allowed to point out the flaws. Like it's what you call a home arcade product, and
we're not allowed to talk about things we don't own, P-dubs.
And yeah, exactly. That's how I'm taking those comments, buddy, in the chat, and that's not accurate at all, buddy, because product got announced, we talked about it. As the product developed, we talked about it. Once we saw pretty much what the product was going to be, a lot of us backed it. A lot of us didn't. I didn't back it. But just because I didn't back it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to talk about this company or their products ever again. You got to be out of your mind.
Even if you did back it, you still wouldn't have the machine now anyways, right? It hasn't shipped, has it?
Yeah, so I like Neo Severa, and I'm not going to comment on that, but there is this bias on the internet that some people think the only people who can have opinion of something is one of their fans, somebody who's bought the product. Right. Then there's other people that think their opinions are right because they didn't buy the product, they hate everything. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. We are going to give our opinion on anything that comes into this line. I mean, it's pretty obvious why I didn't, and probably why P-dubs didn't get involved in the Wonderland, Alice Goes to Wonderland Kickstarter. We have real physical pinball machines. Like, we are not the market 100% for this, because this is more of a niche thing of people who want a physical pinball machine in their home that don't already own one, and at an affordable price. I mean, if I didn't have two Stern machines, I probably would have been all over this. But I already have machines. It doesn't mean that I think the product's a piece of shit or I'm trying to be like a bastard.
Oh my God. We got Mike doing that smug attitude again. I already own I own actual pinball machines. I couldn't possibly be seen with one of these in my home. Blah. What is going on, Mike? Jeez.
By the time the Kickstarter launched, if I was honestly so blown away that I thought it would be super, super fun to own and have, I would have backed the Kickstarter, and I own 7 real pinball machines.
Oh my gosh, the smugness on the top of this live stream is disgusting.
It's not smugness. It's saying Restalgia. It's just like the fact that I have real arcades and I have home arcades. I'm not what. See, there's a lot of people out there who are like, "Oh my God, you should only buy real original arcade machines or real pinball machines." Yet I own virtual pinball. I own AtGames, Arcade 1-Up products. You know what I mean? Like, I buy, if it's really cool, I'll buy it. Does that make sense?
Bumper Squid's right. We got 2 elitist pigs above me.
Now let's be clear here. Restalgia was Mr. Spendy Spend until he bought a house stupidly that was full with mold. Now he's Mr. Brokey Broke, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, you rich motherfuckers."
That's not how that went. But
it's 100% how it went.
I think a lot of laundry that hasn't been washed is being aired right now. So I think we just should move on, boys.
Yeah, see, my perspective, like Mike, if I were living like you, I would only be playing video games on original consoles. But no, I play the originals, and I emulate because I don't discriminate. I play everything in my house, unlike you.
Hey, we put this show on for free for you, MG, for free.
That's right. We should be charging. MG, you're lucky, man. We do this with you in mind.
Oh, guys, make sure you watch Open Fridge on Mondays. It's the hot new up and coming podcast. Forget about that crap on Thursdays with James Hates Everything.
Listen, look at MG there. Now this guy is crying poor. MG has spent more money on video games that he hasn't opened in his garage than I have in my whole house. and like him saying, "Oh, well,
right.
I only have a Quest 2." Your Quest 3 is probably in a box somewhere unopened.
That's wild, MG. You only have a Quest 2? You shouldn't even be on this live stream. Somebody block him.
Yeah.
Be done with him.
And also, too, let's not act like people who have real pinball machines or even pinball YouTubers are rich. Do you know how many of these pinball channels have to hide? The pinball community is so different than the home arcade community. The pinball community, every content creator has a Patreon. They hide content behind a Patreon or channel memberships. They make people, and literally they go on. You have guys like, and I hate to say this because I like him. I like his content, like Kerry Hardy. Kerry Hardy making videos like basically, guys, sign up. If you guys sign up with the money I get from you, I'll be able to buy pinball machines and make content on it for you, right? Like the fact that he's literally asking his audience for money to sign up for this stuff. That dumbass Kaneda, right? All his podcasts are on. You have to pay $5 a month to hear him complain about pinball stuff that he doesn't even play or own and never touches.
But that's totally fine.
But what's funny is if we did that, like we get a super chat from Jeremy. Jeremy sent us a super chat, $5, and just because we get a super chat, we get 1.5 hour long streams dedicated to how we're horrible human beings.
No, it's
yeah,
just because we're not
out here e-begging for you guys to buy us pinball machines. You know what I mean? Like,
speak for yourself.
Like if I was a drama channel, I would be, I know where to go to make that kind of content, right? Like this is ridiculous. But can we pivot over to AtGames now because this Wonderland thing is getting a little hot up in here.
People always take such a hard line on everything too. Like if you say I have a real pinball machine, obviously this is not for me. They're like, "Oh, you elitist." It's not elitist. It's common sense. Grow the fuck up, people.
Yeah. Anyway,
no, you guys are both elitists, just for the record. I can see it. Listen, I'm part of this group here. Okay, I can see it. I'm just saying it how it is. I'm sorry, P-Dubs, Mike, elitists. You guys got to just take it down a bit.
What did I say?
Some of the fat off the top. That's all you got to do.
What did I say? I said you made an accusation. You said that because I own real pinball, that's why I didn't back the Kickstarter. You made a false statement. I didn't back the Wonderland Pinball Kickstarter because it didn't look fun by the time the launch days started.
Just for the record, causation equals correlation. Causation equals correlation. Do you both own real pinball tables?
Actually, I was the one who
Checkmate.
said that was the reason why you
Checkmate.
didn't buy
Done.
one, Dubs. I assume that's the reason you didn't buy
No.
one. I think
No,
it does
that is
look
the
good.
reason.
It's just I don't need it. You know what I
Just
mean?
don't need it because you have original pinball machines. You're better than the rest of us. I get it, Mike.
I never said that. I didn't. It did.
Kind of said that.
I didn't. Restalgia, you're some piece of shit. We'd all be at Fan Expo in Canada if you weren't such a piece of garbage. If you could have just been sensible for a minute, you're like, I won't be there, guys. I got to go to all these escape
here's the
rooms.
Here's the problem. I bought a house and now I'm poor, so I can't afford Fan Expo. So what do you want from me?
All right. Have we scooped the sand out, guys? Can we move on to the next topic?
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah, I like all pinball too, man. Seriously, I wouldn't buy virtual pinball and play it if I only liked real pinball. You know?
Yeah,
what I
there's
mean?
You guys used to be cool when we were all on the same level. We all had the same
You know what?
spending budgets. Now you guys have just You guys get so many super chats on your individual live streams.
Okay.
Now you don't even need us.
Okay, asshole. Let's talk about the picture you put up on social media of the 7 Nintendo Switch 2s you bought on launch day. acted like you're fucking sitting there eating ramen noodles, and ramen noodles. You're acting like you're eating ramen noodles for dinner. Acting like you're a poor broke ass man with your bad job, and
so
here
glad
you
you brought
are.
this up.
You bought hey guys, I got 7 Nintendo Switch 2s. I got one for me, my wife, my kids.
He's gonna go into this.
my uncles, my
He's gonna
cousins.
go into this horrible.
Guys,
Photoshop
what is the
right
math? How much is 7 Nintendo Switch 2s, guys? How much is 7 Nintendo Switch 2s?
So happy that you said
You
this.
could have bought a real pinball machine instead of
Okay,
buying all
pull
those
this up.
Nintendo Switch 2s.
Oh, wait, don't pull it up yet. One sec, let me find it. There we go. Okay, pull it up. Whenever you're ready.
I'm not going to pull it up.
You got to pull that up.
No, because I know what you're going to say, and it was funnier the way I presented it.
But it's not the truth. So we got to play
It is the truth.
See, your elitist ass won't even tell the truth.
This is a legit photo, Restalgia, of your
I know.
7 Nintendo Switch 2s.
So if anyone actually wants to know what happened here, it was this. I literally had 2 of them, and I photoshopped them so that way it looked like I had 7, and I
What
sent
an
it to him. I was like,
absolute-
guys, I bought 7 of them.
This is what this guy does. Like, he can't do anything seriously.
Whatever, dude. This was gold. You guys were so frustrated about this for about 4 minutes. It was
Nobody was frustrated. No one really cared. Nostalgia. That's the thing. Like, you do these elaborate things. And you're like, what do you think? And we're like, we really don't give a shit.
You say this was a lot, dude. All I did was literally.
Restalgia's the kind of guy who would be at home, and because he's got friends on Facebook, he would go and he would like check in. You know how you could check in where you are? He'll check in at like Niagara Falls just to get people to reach out to him saying, "Oh, wow, you're at Niagara Falls," when really he's in his basement.
That is the kind of douchebag he is.
he never left his house, but he'll check in.
Honestly, he'll be like Mark Safe from the Alberta forest fires. You'd be like, oh my God, were you in Alberta? No. How you doing, friend?
Thanks for reaching out. Thanks for reaching out.
Just so the audience knows, this is why I don't go on these group trips with these guys. They're like, yo, we're going to be in Chicago. And I'm like, cool, enjoy yourselves. I'm not going to hang it with you guys.
The Batman suit was never real. No, the Batman suit was real. That is real. That is real. All right, can we pivot over to AtGames here?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Whew. All right, let's get this show back on track because I wanna eat dinner, and I definitely want to hop on and play
Pork chops again.
VR golf. Nope, I ate the leftover pork chops. I don't even know what's for dinner tonight. I'll find out when she gets home. But I want to eat dinner and I want to play VR golf tonight, so we don't want to go too long tonight.
Oh, I'm not playing VR golf tonight.
Why?
I don't want to. I don't want to associate with those people anymore.
Oh, stop it.
Pores like MG.
All right. I didn't record any footage because I really don't make AtGames videos anymore. But I got to say this. I'm going to say something positive about AtGames. Y'all can criticize me all you want, but I've always been fair about AtGames, haven't I? So when it comes to AtGames, I got to say the new AtGames original. So these are original games, not based on any IP, just, you know, games that you can make and save some money on developing because you don't have to pay licensing fees. This Firefighter Wildlands game. So I picked this up last night. I installed it today and I played it on my lunch break, and I ended up playing it on my lunch break for about an hour and a half straight. This game, in my opinion, for a Magic Pixel game, is probably one of the best games they've done.
It's really good.
Also, the presentation that AtGames did. Take a look at the DMD. You actually have almost a full-on DMD. Like every single mode and everything has its own picture. It's not the same. Like, look at right here, Ball Rescued. You see that right there in the top left. Big shout out to RTX Pinball. Make sure you guys subscribe to him because he did a live stream of this, and we're using his footage. But it's like they put effort into it. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like this game is super fun to play, and I'm digging it. And I think this is if you want to spend. I think it was $8 on the 4K.
Yeah,
Mike, you got it for free, but for the rest of us who pay, who aren't elitist,
well, you wouldn't have to pay if you weren't such a bellhead. So difficult to work with. Like they'd send you some
man.
news and you'd be like, you didn't send me the news the way I wanted to get it.
The table's great. The shots are good. Yes, it's got these Zakaria magic pixel physics. So sometimes the ball kind of feels like it's a rubber bouncy ball. It doesn't feel
Super
heavy.
ball, yeah.
It doesn't feel heavy like a heavy ball like Zen Studios does. So, I mean, it's a little bouncy, but overall, super fun experience. And guys, have you played this in the chat? Let us know. I love this game. I think this is one of the best games they've ever done. And I bought it like, oh man, I'm gonna shit all over this. I'm gonna shit all over this. And it surprised the hell out of me. So good job, AtGames.
I'm surprised.
Good job, Magic Pixel.
I figured this segment would be a rage farming instrument like 19.
No.
But yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I played this afternoon and I was like, wow, this is really good. I have the exact same complaints that you do. I mean, obviously, the table layout, everything works really well. I mean, it's still got those magic pixel physics, like especially the ball physics and the stuff that really irritates me, bouncing around, forcing you to nudge because the ball is just bouncing so unnaturally. But other than that, this is great. Like a lot of improvements on the DMD. Just overall really fun. The ball catches fire, so I like it.
Yep. Yeah, so for someone asked if it's on the HD. No, I guess it's on. Is this 4K only?
No, it's on HD too.
Oh, you could buy this on the HD, but I bought it on the 4K. So, but yeah, so it's on both. So yeah, if you have any of the other AtGames, the AtGames HD pinball machine, the full size machine, right? Will it play on the Legends Pinball Micro too?
I'm not sure. I don't have a Legends Pinball Micro anymore, but I would assume so.
Yeah,
if it's
I
available
recommend
for
this
Legends HD.
Multicade Matt loved it on the HD. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you honestly. I've actually really enjoyed a lot of the Magic Pixel Deluxe games that have been coming out recently. I had a lot of fun with them. Like, seems like they're really turning the corner. They're making things, change with the DMDs, with the way the game plays. Like Soccer King Deluxe, I love Soccer Kings Deluxe. The only thing, again, I really wish they could figure something out with their physics and just. It's so frustrating. The ball gets down in those out lanes. It's just like, and just pops out.
Yeah. So, So I really, really enjoy this game. I think it's one of the better Magic Pixel games. And also, you notice too, it doesn't have 9,000 flippers on this thing. It just has your standard 2 flippers at the bottom and like a lot of traditional pinball games that we grew up with, maybe that extra flipper on the top. So nothing to complain about. There's not too many flippers. The shots are good. The modes are fun. The DMD is great. And I forgot to mention this. The music in this game is perfect. It's perfect. Like usually Zakaria music, guys, come on, Magic Pixel music sounds like some
cheesy.
Shit. Like some shit in an elevator, right? Like the music that they have on the background here is actually, it's like kind of like, imagine movies. What are some movies that have had wildfires? What's the movie with like Richard Dreyfuss where he was the pilot and he's there, he's trying to put out the wildfires?
Lion King.
You know what Lion King. Either way, movies like Blown Away and all that. Like what's funny is Backdraft, yeah. The music is kind of like suspenseful movie music. Like, the kind of music you would hear if this was an actual wildfire happening and your characters are trying to escape the wildfire or battle it, right? Like the music is good, the voice acting's good, and the table and the gameplay are good. I think this one's a win. Like I think this is one of the best games they've done in a very long time.
I agree. Another thing I really like about it is a problem I always have with the Zakaria Magic Pixel games is that there's a real problem with depth when they do the upper playfields and stuff like that. Nothing there, no upper playfield here. Everything's simple, straightforward. It just plays really well. Check it out. Obviously, I think it's $8 for the 4K. I don't know how much the HD version is, but you're getting a good game here, guys.
Yeah.
Works really well with the SSF kit too.
Yeah. Good game. They also released another set of Zen games, which I haven't played yet. But Mike, you did. You abandoned James Stream last night to fulfill your contractual obligations to show those games off, if you recall. Right?
I said the video was sponsored because they gave me the games. I played them and they were terrible.
They were terrible?
Not good. I wasn't a big fan of these when they first came out on PC. Like there were certain elements I liked about them, but last night playing them on the 4K, like it's just they weren't cooked right. Like I don't know if it was an intentional effect or not, but Samurai's Vengeance had this hissing sound coming from the speakers, and I don't know if it's meant to be like wind, but it sounded terrible. The game is a drain monster. I didn't have a lot of fun. I had more fun playing Vern's Island, but at the same time, it didn't fare well on its downgrading graphics going from 4K to 2K. A lot of the text on screen was kind of blurry. So, yeah, this is definitely not one of the stronger Zen packs on the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K.
So Mike's saying this is a Zen pack you guys can skip. The Samurai
I would,
Vengeance
yeah, it's
and
not
the other one. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Fire in the Sky. Yes, dude, that movie has got the really creepy alien guy gets abducted by aliens and then they perform experiments on him. And the whole experiment scene, if you've never seen the movie before, the first time you watch it, it will make you cringe.
There's a made for TV alien movie. I've always been trying to find it. And they lead into the whole fairy in the woods type storyline with aliens because it's about this little kid like leading this adult into the woods, and then it's an alien. But they also do this cool visual that scared me all my life. This woman wakes up in the middle of the night and sees like this power company light going around and around, and her power's off. She tries to make a call, and power company picks up and goes, "Man, we're not in the area," and it was aliens. Anyways, I don't know what this made for TV alien abduction movie is, but I gotta see it again.
Yeah, that's really cool. So Mike is saying, skip out on it. Who would have thunk that we would actually have a week where AtGames, Magic Pixel, and Zen Studios release games, and the AtGames game is the better one?
I know.
Is that crazy? But I'm telling you guys, the Firefighter game is really good. Like, really enjoyable. Probably one of the best Magic Pixel games ever made. Like, because they've made a lot of shit, too. Let's keep that in mind. But this one, it's really good. So, there you go. But also, too, AtGames also shit the bed this week with the updates and people having issues with this affordable financing stuff. And Mike, do you know where that left off at? Is it like all fixed now? Or do you know what the scoop is?
No, I haven't really got any information on that. I know that most people who were impacted, once they contacted support was on it right away. So really good turnaround time fixing the issues. We know like Christopher Camera, the Cameracade, he had his issue fixed. Zim in our chat, same thing. Anybody who had the issues seemed to be fixed. Now, with the update itself, I haven't even checked because I don't go back and play my Gottlieb tables very often. But I've heard that people are having issues with the Gottlieb tables having no sound or having sound and no SSF kit connection. So I don't have any update on that. Hopefully they get this stuff fixed, especially with, where they were kind of down for a month and then all of a sudden come back up. That's a bit of a problem. I meant to mention this earlier when we were talking about Iconic Arcade, but you want to talk about weird glitches. You mentioned the survey, and only people who pre-ordered got the survey, right? Well, there was a couple instances of people who have paid and paid in full who never got the survey. And then when they reached out to Iconic Arcade or they reached out to Spreetail's like, we don't have an order for you. These are people who paid in full, and Spreetail lost their orders. So if you did pre-order and you didn't get the survey, you may want to reach out to Spreetail and check on that. I meant to mention that earlier.
What a mess. How could they lose that crap, dude?
I don't know. It's just, it seems like a bad inventory system. Something got messed up on the online storefront. Usually with some online storefronts, like an order will go through placed in a system or an email will go through with the order. So something messed up on the back end, maybe.
We got a big $5 super chat here from Jason Little Alien. Special shout out to G.I. Joe tonight. Best wishes on a successful product launch tonight at midnight. So if you guys remember G.I. Joe gaming cabinets, his custom Nintendo DIY kit cabinets arcades go on sale at midnight, and he's only going to have 10. You know what? Before I say it, let me put it up on the screen. Also, by the way, guys, when we go off the air, we're going to automatically redirect you to Galga Guy 88's channel. They're actually going to be doing a live stream up until launch. So if you want to keep watching YouTube up until the product goes live, they're going to be doing a special for it, and we'll send you.
Do you feel that they're kind of biased, like where it's one of their friends' product? Like, do you feel that like what they're doing is truthful, or it's just such a fucking
we should
funny
we
thing,
should
right?
tear them down.
No,
tear
but
'em
like
down.
obviously what they're doing is straightforward, but it's almost funny to put those blinders on about ethical YouTube activities. I mean, they're friends. Joel is one of their co-hosts on their show, and they're doing a product. It's kind of like Glenn talking about his product every single week on his show. It's one of those weird ethical things, right?
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
No, not at all.
Yep. All right. So real quick, guys, the G.I. Joe gaming cabinets go on sale at midnight. He is going the Play Choice 10s. Now, keep in mind, these are completely ready to go 3/4 scale arcades. So you're paying $850 plus shipping, but you get everything. Everything's included: the speakers, the monitors, the hardware, the controls. Everything's included. You just have to assemble it because it does come flat packed. Turn it on and play it just like you do your, when you assemble an arcade 1-up out of the box, right? But he's only going to have 10 of these available, right, at midnight. So these are probably going to go quick for some people who don't want to do anything like want it ready to play, right? The shells where you can then add, customize this kit to fit your needs and your budget. He's going to have about, I think he said 24, 25 of these last night, Mike? Or on Wednesday?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So really, we're looking at about 35 or so machines total going on sale around midnight. So you never know. If you wait till tomorrow, 6, 7, 8 a.m., they might not be there. We'll see. We'll see. Yep. We are going to redirect people to your channel when we go off the air here in just a minute, Galga guys. So if anyone wants to check that out. So I'm very interested in getting one of these, Mike, because I want to make a little Popeye cabinet, which we've been talking about. So.
Yeah, and it surprised me because we talked about this, I think, Wednesday. I would assume the majority would want to do Donkey Kong, but Popeye's been the big suggestion so far. So good for them.
Well, here's the funny thing. Donkey Kong is the game that everybody knows and loves, but honestly, I've always sucked at Donkey Kong, right? Like
it's hard. It's not an easy game. Yeah.
Popeye I always found to be a much more enjoyable game. I like it. So yeah. But that's what's going on there. Also, guys, I think that's all I had for tonight. Buy Stuff Arcades released a firmware update. So if you have their 360-degree wheels kits, which you would probably only have if you have that big Super Sprint machine that I have. They released a firmware update. They added about 20 more games, as well as did a bunch of bug fixes and stuff. But I think people who just pre-ordered the 360-degree wheels for the AtGames, obviously when you get your machines and turn them on and do the update, you'll get that as well. But for those of us with that Super Sprint machine, you got about 20 more games got added, which I'm going to try and check out this weekend as well. So... oh, man, that was a mouthful, Mike. I think I got everything done, though, in 1 hour and 18 minutes as promised.
Everything on the thumbnail we covered. We're good.
We're good. No one can complain or hate on us or anything of that nature. Restalgia, did you have fun tonight?
Yeah, of course.
Restalgia,
it was great right until you guys were bragging about how much of elitist you guys are.
Shut up, you poor. You and your mold.
My mold?
Moldy house.
Gotcha.
Restalgia, nice. You're one of those guys who you for dinner, you and the kids, you make ramen noodles. You make a packet for them and a packet for you, but you use both seasoning packets and they don't get any of the seasoning.
Just get boiled water.
They do.
Yeah. One thing very clear. Please don't read too much into the way we talk to each other. We're longtime friends. We're joking around. We're not serious. So people take this stuff too far. You might be. I don't know about
I
you.
was serious this whole time. I don't know what you're talking about, Mike. I appreciate that you apologize for like the jokes that you made tonight. I'm not apologizing.
Oh man, well, I gotta tell you something, guys. As always, we never know if we'll be back next week. The band might break up, might get back together. We'll see what happens. But,
we might get canceled. Like YouTube's canceling shows left, right, and center.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I hope so. It'd be
If
wonderful.
you guys enjoyed tonight's podcast, do me a favor, give us a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Leave your comments, feedback, show reactions after the show's over. We're going to send you over to Galaga Guy. And until next time, we'll see you on the web. Talk to you soon. You know, who wrote this? Which one of you wrote this?
It wasn't me. Nope.
You
Mike,
dick.
shut up. No, it's Carl. Carl's backstage, and
you keep this up. I'm not going to help you with your little mod video, Mr.
He doesn't
Encoder.
need you. He's got B Kong.
Yeah.
B Kong will put like a 48-minute video together, and he'll be like, "Hey guys, B Kong here. Today we're going to be modding this."
And if Mr. Encoder really wants quality, he knows who to contact. He knows where I am.
All right, guys, have fun talking to Galaga Guy.